Well, good morning. Today I'm going to be doing another Q&A video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so thank you to everyone that's sending questions through my Instagram and on the YouTube comments section. I've been sent some great questions, so let's get into them. First up, what is something I would bring from Australia to Thailand and vice versa? Was something I would bring from Thailand to Australia? It's not a thing that I would bring, but I wish here, I hate the defamation laws here. I wish there was a little bit more sort of free speech here. The defamation thing can be frustrating, especially as a content creator. Sometimes I go places and they're not that great and I want to be able to say they're not that great. Or sometimes I want to buy stuff from online and or not buy stuff from online. You know, I buy a lot of things from Lazada and stuff, and you get it, it's got a 5-star review and all these amazing reviews, and then you get it and it's junk. And it's because you can't leave bad reviews on things. You're not supposed to leave 1-star reviews on things here. So it would be nice to be able to do that stuff, buying things, and there be a little bit more transparency with the reviews and with the comments and things like that. In terms of what would I bring from here to Australia, I think quality of life and cost of living. They're super generic answers, but this. Will you ever live in Australia again? I don't think so. I mean, maybe one day when I'm older, but I think that I would like to retire in a place like this. So I don't know. I have absolutely no plans currently to go. I go back every year to visit, to see my family and everything. But in terms of, that's the only thing I miss really, is I miss family and I miss that time with them. But apart from that, there's nothing else really about Australia that I want that I don't have here. A few questions about the car, people asking how that's going and do I plan to modify it and everything. Someone asked, will you lower it? I will absolutely lower it. I'm just trying to do it step by step. I'm just trying to slow down a little bit. It's funny, I've always modified cars, my old cars, and I've never had the same amount of time that I have now. And I've also always been a lot more restricted by money. You know, parts for everything back home are much more expensive than here. So I need to exercise a level of self-control and not get too carried away too quickly. I am having fun with it, and I do want to do it slowly because I do enjoy the process of everything, like doing it up, modifying it. I will lower it just a little bit, nothing too crazy. I just want it to sit a little bit lower. I'll change the color. I'll probably get it wrapped. I've just done the stereo. Put an awesome sound system in there. Probably put a front mount intercooler and some other little bling bits. I'll have some fun with it, and I'll definitely be making videos about that. A question from a fellow content creator, MacTV. Best way to manage your time and schedule? It can be really challenging. You know, there's a lot that I want to do and only so many days in the week. It's difficult to find the balance of running your business, making YouTube videos. I'm also playing with my car. I'm in a long-term relationship. I want to see friends and I want to travel. I want to do all these things. So managing your time is really important. I pretty much schedule every single week. So on Mondays, I'll sit down and I'll draw out how my week is going to go. I think it's really important to set that time to work, and it's really important to set that time to not work as well. So as an example, I will schedule every Friday and Saturday night is date night with the girlfriend. Sundays is just for me and her. I don't go into the studio. I don't touch a camera or anything like that. That's just for us. This is great because then it also frees up more time during the week, and she understands that during the week I need to work, I need to grind, and there's sometimes I'm in the studio all evening, and other times I want to just go play with the car or go for a ride on my bike or go play with the bike or whatever. So making strict schedules at the beginning of the week and sort of sticking to that, but also having a level of routine as well, makes that a lot easier. A few questions about international trips. Someone asked about Japan. Do I have any trips coming up? I just did my second 90-day reporting in a row, so that's 180 days I've been in the country. I'd never done one 90-day reporting before, and I've just done 2 back-to-back. So this is the longest I've been without a trip in years, basically since COVID, when we couldn't take trips. I did have a bunch of travel plans for this year, but moving really sort of threw a spanner in the works for that. There are still trips I want to do. It'll probably be early next year. Next year I do want to do more trips because I actually didn't do all that many this year, but I'm not going to be moving again, so that'll make everything a lot easier. So did I say I'm going to Laos next month? Really excited for that. I love Laos. Haven't been there in a while. I'm trying to get my good mate Gary to come with me. Otherwise I'll go alone. I'm fine to go do it alone. And then at Christmas I'll be going back to Australia to see the family like I do every year. A cool YouTube question from Sam. Are you worried YouTube will be taken over by other platforms? and you'd have to start over. Not really. I mean, if you'd asked me this years ago, I would have thought there's a possibility that, you know, there's always going to be, you know, whatever. It was Yahoo until there was Google, and then there was MySpace until there was Facebook, and then Instagram came, and there's always something better, newer and better coming along. But I do think that where we're at these days with Google owns YouTube, and I think Google is just so huge that they wouldn't let that happen. I imagine there has been really good platforms coming along and in the works, and then Google most likely would have acquired them and dissolved that or taken the team or whatever they do. In terms of can someone do YouTube, better than Google? I don't see it, to be honest. Would you ever buy a villa and embrace? Would you ever buy a villa? You know, I used to think that I did want to buy property here at some point. Property isn't necessarily a good investment here. It's good in that it goes up. It doesn't go up at the same rate back home. But the real challenge here is selling property. There's more property than people. There's places that have been on the market. There's places in this complex that have never had anyone live in them in the 6-7 years or whatever this place has been here. And not just one or two, probably at least 15 places in here that have been empty since the place was built. The same goes for condos and stuff. There's places that have been, my last condo was only like 30% occupancy. That's pretty normal for in Bangkok. So while I do like the idea of buying a property, there is a level of risk with it. It's not necessarily a great investment. And given that how cheap rent and everything is here, I don't think I will. We'll have to wait and see. I don't necessarily want to be tied down to one place either. Do you have any long-term goals, or do you take everything as it comes? This is a really cool question, and the answer is a little bit of both. I do have some goals and things I would like to achieve professionally. I also have goals for my life and things that I would like to do and places that I would like to be. But I do also very much take things as it comes. I've surpassed the majority of my goals already, and at this point I'm just really thankful for everything that I have. So I try not to get too caught up in pursuing things and chasing things, and try and take moments to enjoy everything that I have. And adding on from that, I do have dreams and aspirations, but if I didn't progress any further, like professionally, if I didn't progress any further than where I am now, I'm fine with that. Actually, I'd like that 100K plaque, but that's about it. How do you deal with the heat and the humidity? That is a great question. I just jumped in the pool. It is hot as hell today. My camera was overheating, so thought it'd be a good chance to jump in the pool and cool down. How do I deal with the heat? I don't. I whinge and complain like everyone else. It's hot. It sucks. I do. That's actually something I really miss about Australia and about living in other countries is I miss seasons. I do miss cooler weather. I like the clothes that you wear in winter. I do like being able to swim and go to the beach year round, but yeah, I do miss seasons. Oh, this is a good question. I'm meeting my Thai girlfriend's father. Any advice? I've never actually met a Thai girl's family, so I'm not entirely sure about Thai customs. I mean, in most Asian culture, it's sort of normal if you're meeting the parents to bring a gift. For Korean culture, it's normal you can bring alcohol, like a nice bottle of alcohol or something. I would Google whether that's appropriate in Thailand. I'm not sure. Buddhist country, it may be different, but I most likely bring a gift. And most importantly, just be super respectful. Imagine if you had a daughter, what do you want in the guy that she's seeing? You want him to be a nice guy and show that you treat the daughter well. I think if they can see that you're a good person and that the daughter's happy, then you should be fine. But good luck with that one. Cool question. This is from another YouTuber, someone that I watch, Alex Vidotto. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. How do you deal with self-doubt? And I haven't really experienced a whole lot of self-doubt. You need to believe in yourself. If you want to do something like this, I'm almost the opposite. I have blind confidence in that, like, yeah, I can do this, I'll be fine, and just dive into things head first. I always think it's better to try and fail than to not try at all. And maybe this comes from years of my motocross racing and everything. You have to go to the line thinking that you can win every single time, even if you can't, because if you don't go with that mindset, you won't win. Same goes for this on YouTube. There's been low points for sure, and there's been times I've questioned everything, but you just need to believe in yourself, see the bigger picture, and push through. I think the best advice I can offer is don't look for these like rewards and everything now. Look at it as a 5-year thing. If you wanted to become a mechanic, right, you have to go through an apprenticeship first. In the first few years, you get paid shit. And then in the end, you're fully qualified and you can start earning good money. Think of YouTube in the same way. So just push, grind, accept that the first few years are going to be full of lessons, and you can't give up believing in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. And for everyone watching, I will leave a link to Alex's channel. It's a great channel. I believe in you. I think your channel is going to be amazing. Check it out. Here's a new channel here, quite small. And it's something I really enjoy doing, is finding new creators and finding smaller creators and following along their journey. Alex is definitely one I am watching and will continue to watch. So I'll leave a link for him down in the description. Check out Alex's channel. He's got it, and I see that channel doing really well. Would you do it all again? Go back to Korea and then here? Absolutely. Leaving my career and pursuing this has been the most amazing experience of my life. The best decision of my life to leave my job in Australia and go travel. And I wouldn't do anything differently. My time in Korea was incredible. It's probably the most exciting period of my life. And everything kind of worked out. Like, I got stuck in Australia for 6 months and I hated that at the time, but that allowed me to have some really great time with my family and learn everything that I needed to learn about how to be successful on YouTube. And then when I moved to Thailand, I was able to apply all the things I'd learned, start this new life, and learn from my previous mistakes of living in Korea. And now I'm in like the happiest I've ever been in my life by a long shot. So everything has just been amazing. It's been an incredible ride, and I wouldn't change it or do anything differently. Well, that is the third time my camera is overheated. So it's the third time I've jumped in the pool. Next question. When are you going to go to a motocross event? Awesome question. That is something I will definitely do. And a huge part of me wanting to buy a car or a truck is to be able to go explore around Thailand, see more places, go do more new things, and go see more of the country, basically. The reason I kept going to Pattaya and places like that all the time is just, it's easy. Now I can literally go anywhere. So this week, I'm off to Cha Am. I've never been there before. Just looked at it on a map. There's a beach that's not that far from here. I'm going to go check it out because I can now go to these new places. So heading there this week with my girlfriend. Motocross event I definitely want to do. I want to see some more car racing, some more drag racing stuff, and some of the little like street bike racing. So yeah, that is something that will definitely be happening. Stay tuned, and I'm really excited for that. Will I get a dirt bike? Oh god, that's the only thing I don't have, right? I'm scared if I do that it will never end. Can you make a video on the best nightclubs? I haven't been to a whole lot of clubs here in Bangkok. I've only been to 2 different clubs. I've been to Space Plus, which was incredible. Probably visually one of the most amazing clubs I've been to anywhere in the world. It is not cheap though, but awesome. The other one is Route 66. I've been there sort of 2 or 3 times, and that's not bad for me. When I wanted to do partying, I would go to Pattaya. And I'm a creature of habit. There's 2 clubs that I go to. I like to dance in a club, so I'll go to 808 or Mist. Occasionally Republic, but that's it. I'm a creature of habit. It's Mist if I'm going clubbing, and I love that place. What makes Thailand so special? Awesome question. And I don't really know the answer, but there is something really special about Thailand. I'm sure if you're watching and you've been here, you know what that's like. I came here my first time and I just fell in love with the place. And I came back here 7 times on holidays before I eventually ended up living here. And there is something really magnetic and special about this place that keeps you wanting to come back. You know, when I used to come here on holidays, I'd leave here, I'd go home, go back to work, and I'd be depressed. I'd be like, God, I just want to get back to Thailand. It's like a dream world, a dream life here. What is it exactly? I can't pinpoint. I think it's just a combination of all the things, the quality of life, the people, how beautiful it is here. The food's incredible. I mean, I could just go on and on. Something really special about this place. My camera just overheated again, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna jump in the pool. Thank you to everyone that sent in questions. Awesome questions. I'll see you in the next one.